Oh! 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 No! Oh, Kumas! No, no, no! Cliffhanger! I lost! Ah! Hey guys, what's going on? Too Lazy for Life here, back at you again with another episode of Fate Zero. Episode 19 now. Last episode, we got to have a glimpse of Kiritsugu's childhood, his backstory. I'm guessing that backstory was the reason why and how he became the man he is today. How he became that cold-hearted, merciless, emotionless assassin trying to rid the world of all chaos, of all evil, you know, fighting for the greater good. Because as we saw from the previous episode, he let essentially the girl that I'm guessing he loved go, even though she was turning into a zombie right before his eyes. He still couldn't bring himself to kill her. He couldn't bear the act of having to end her life, Shirley's life, with that dagger right then and there, and he let her go. Big mistake, my friend. The whole island turned into zombies, or what they call in the show, dead apostles. Yeah, the whole island had to be burned down and exterminated. And Kiritsugu was the only survivor from that island because he even ended up killing his own father for these horrendous experiments that he's been conducting all of this time, leading to all of this suffering. And yeah, he made it off of that island with that lady, Natalia. And I'm guessing we're now going to see later on in his life what he's been doing with her all of this time. We're now going to get on to this episode. So, let's go. Oh, the surgery, huh? Yep. This is this talk that we had previously. Kiritsugu's origin represents irreversible change. Kiritsugu means cut and tie. His origin bullets. I wonder how many of them he's got left. Okay, so we're picking up where we left off. Natalia Kaminsky. The Path of a Hunter. Yep, so she's a mercenary. Oh, Kiritsugu wants to tag along, huh? Like, nope. You stay indoors, little boy. So the innocence of Kiritsugu has been shattered. So now he's learned. Oh. God. Oh, just look at the dead fish eyes. He's now truly learning what a dog-eat-dog world reality is. Oh! Are you trying to become a champion of justice? I thought I killed my father to keep more deaths from happening. Poor Kiritsugu. So naive. He's a dead apostle. So they're not exactly zombies. Well, I don't know. So he's a... Okay, dead apostles are vampires, right? So they're not zombies. But if they lose control, they essentially are zombies. Can I have one? Bad parent. That's a bad parent right there. You don't promote smoking. Man, I'm not gonna lie, Natalia's pretty smoking hot. She's got a damn nice pair of eggplants. What? What? What the heck? Oh my god! He hit the... Oh! He hit the bees inside him! Oh, and they got the cockpit! Why don't you just jump out of the plane over the ocean, huh?
で安眠してたんだとしたら、後で絞め殺してやりたいよ。おかしい話としちゃ、とりあえずまあまだ生きてる。飛行機の方も無事だ。コックピットには割合簡単にたどり着けたんだが、通信機の修理に手間取ってしまった。操縦の方はなんとかなりそうだよ。セスナと同じ要領でいいな。
悪い方は
結局噛まれずに済んだのは私だけだ。乗員乗客300人。
Everyone on the plane are.
コックピットから扉一枚隔てた向こう側は、すでに空飛ぶ死の都っては。
生きて帰ってこられるのか。
扉は
Oh, God.
今もガリガリ引っかかれてるけど、着陸の方はなんとかするな。さてこの後ろの化け物たちをどうするか。
それは心配しなくても。
そうや、しばらく話し相手になっておくれ。
構わないよ。
Ugh. Everyone's dead. Oh, what a fucking mess.
どうやらこの影を手伝いたいって言い出した時にはね、ほんと頭を痛めたもんさ。
見込みのない弟子だったのか。
いや、違う。見込みがありすぎたんだよ。身を心と切り離したまま動かすっていうのはね、大概の殺し屋が数年がかりで身につける覚悟なんだ。坊やはそれを最初から持ち合わせていた。とんでもない資質で考えずに何をすべきかだけで動くようになったらね、そんなのはただの
Soulless approach to pulling that trigger, huh?
人の生き方とは程遠い。
僕はさ、あんたのこともっと冷たい人だと思う。
私が坊やを甘やかしたことなんて一度でもあったかい？
そうだな。いつだって厳しくて手加減抜きだった。あんた手抜きせず本気で僕のこと仕込んでくれたよな。
私に教えられる生き方なんて他にはなかったからね。
あんたは僕の父親のつもりで。
男女を間違えるなよ、失礼なやつめ。せめて母親と言い直せ。
そうだね。
The heck is that?
生臭い毎日を過ごしてた。自分が一人ぼっちだってことさえ忘れてしまうほどにね。面白おかしいもんだったよ。家族みたいなのと一緒ってのは。
僕もあんたのことを、
I really did think of you as a mother.
一人じゃないのが嬉しかった。
調子が狂うね。あと20分かそこらで着陸だったのに。
How are you gonna land that? It's a.
死ぬんだぞ私は。
ごめんよ。悪かった。
ひょっとすると私も焼きが回ったのかもしれないね。ただもう潮時だ。引退するべきかね。
その後はどうするつもりだ？
失業したら今度こそ本当に母親ごっこして。
Yeah, why don't you just be Kiritsugu's mother for the rest of your. Is that a. You can't be sit. No! There was a Stinger launcher in the briefcase?
本当同じように殺したよ。君の時みたいなヘマはしなかった。僕は大勢の人を救ったよ。どれだけの死人が出るかわからない。彼女の犠牲でそれは防げるんだ。だからやれ。僕は 奪ってその命、霊気をもって我が傀儡にね。
戻りましたね、昔のあなたの顔に。
これは僕が始めた戦いだ。
私はね、幸せだよ。
Return of Assassin? I'm not, I don't want to think about that right now. Just what on earth am I watching now, huh? Ever since the start of season 2, what on earth am I watching? I mean, the first 2 episodes was great. It was hype. It was so freaking awesome, fighting Caster and that massive Cthulhu monster, and you defeated Ryunosuke, you defeated Caster, and Saber with the Excalibur and whatever. You know, that seemed like that was fitting everything that I've been watching so far up until that point of Fate Zero, right? From season 1. The next 4 What just happened in the next 4 episodes? Episode 16, episode 17, episode 18, and now this episode. I am so fucking depressed right now. This episode hurt me. The last quarter of this episode just fucking hurt me. This episode followed on from what happened in the previous episode when Kiritsugu managed to escape with his life from that island. What did they call it? The Alamango Island. Interesting name. Shirley said where the origin of that name came from previously, but I can't remember the backstory behind it. Natalia basically saved his life, and Kiritsugu now owes her this debt, and also Kiritsugu doesn't know where else to go. So Kiritsugu basically now just stuck with Natalia for the rest of the time being. And well, because he's with Natalia, he's basically having to now just live like Natalia and just follow her way of life while he is under her care. So Kiritsugu ended up taking upon himself the path of the hunter. He's now become an assassin, a mercenary, just like Natalia. In his early days, when he just escaped the island with Natalia, he basically was grounded for the entire time, okay? Kiritsugu had to just basically stay at home the entire time when he was still, very, very young. And Natalia was out on, errands, okay? Out to do business. So Kiritsugu just had to stay at home and practice his gun disassembling and reassembling and reloading skills, I guess, and just be bored out of his mind. Eventually, when Kiritsugu grew up a little bit more, he started going out on missions with Natalia, and it was just so sad to see this sweet, innocent, ignorant, naive child that was Kiritsugu, kind-hearted, loving, carefree child, having to experience the cold, harsh reality of real life. Okay, Kiritsugu got an eyeful of the cold dog world that was out there that he just didn't see beforehand. Yeah, Kiritsugu just ended up learning about just how much suffering and how much bloodshed and how much pain people go through every single day. He sees it every day on the job as him and Natalia had to just go around basically taking out the bad guys. He just had to keep on killing people, and I'm guessing Kiritsugu doesn't like it. Okay, Kiritsugu doesn't like killing people, even though they're bad people. Ultimately, the whole act of killing somebody, taking somebody's life, just really just weighs down upon Kiritsugu. You can see when he was having to fight in that firefight, and there was a hostage. There was a father and his son, being pinned down there. And essentially, Kiritsugu and Natalia were trying to get them out, right? It's like a hostage rescue situation. But that father and his kid got impatient, panicked, and ran off, and was wide out in the open, got shot down. Kiritsugu, for a brief second, was about to jump out and get them, and Natalia had to reel him back in, saying, "Are you crazy? Huh? You want to die just like them? What were you thinking? Are you trying to be some kind of hero of justice? Trying to save everyone?" I'm guessing that was basically what she was implying, because, Kiritsugu has touched upon that topic before when talking with Saber and talking with everyone, in fact. A lot of his dialogue when we hear him having conversations with the different characters that have been shown so far, conversing with Kiritsugu. Kiritsugu's like, the lives of the few are not worth the lives of the many. You can't save everybody. Saving somebody means you can't save somebody else. I think this was back when Kiritsugu really wanted to save everybody, right? As Saber said in episode 16 at the end. It's like, deep down, Kiritsugu, I don't know what happened to you a long time ago, but something must have happened to have made you into such the bitter person that you are today. Deep down inside, a long time ago, you must have wanted to be a hero of justice. You must have wanted to save everybody and wish for peace for everybody, and you got betrayed by your ideals. Life betrayed you. We saw that from this episode. This episode, Kiritsugu just had to just keep killing people, okay? And he just had to keep telling himself, what I'm doing is for the greater good. No matter how many people I kill, ultimately I am working one step closer towards bringing world peace. But it doesn't change the fact that he still has to keep taking lives, right? And it's still, as you saw from that flashback, that nightmare, okay, that he had when he just woke up, sleeping on the floor in Natalia's place. He definitely still regrets, and it eats away at him every day, it seems, the fact that he let Shirley go and it cost the entire island. His choice to have saved the few, Shirley, okay, the one that he cared about, cost the lives of everyone else. And also killing his father. Also, he said, like, he said to Natalia after, you know, that father and his kid died, I thought killing my father was going to stop all the bloodshed. I thought by getting rid of him, no one else had to die. I'm sorry, Kiritsugu, but you're such a poor, sweet, innocent, naive child. It doesn't work like that, okay? Your dad was just a very, very, very teeny tiny piece of the puzzle. A speck in the grand scheme of the world. Getting rid of him would have only stopped a little bit of bloodshed, for, you know, small amount of future casualties, but ultimately wouldn't stop, you know, it wouldn't end all of world conflict. Kiritsugu had to just basically learn that the fighting, the conflict is just ongoing and it just doesn't stop. And you can see it has been eating away at him all of this time. All of those killings, you saw, like, from his glistening, shiny, bright, vibrant eyes that we saw in the previous episode to now just these dead fish eyes. Okay, these dead, lifeless, emotionless, cold fish eyes that he now has in this episode. The life has just been sucked out of Kiritsugu. He's just, I feel so sorry for him. It's like life just decided to shit all over this guy. He not only had to kill his first, essentially crush Shirley, he then had to kill his dad, and in this episode he had to also kill Natalia, the one who saved him, the one that he saw was essentially a mother figure to Kiritsugu. He essentially had to kill what to him was his mother. He has lost everyone. You know, he had no choice. He even said it himself on the boat. If I had let this plane land, we wouldn't know what could have happened. That plane was infested to the brim of zombies and bees that would make more zombies. If he wanted to save Natalia, if he wanted any chance of letting Natalia live and getting that plane down on the ground, who knows, millions more people probably would have died, probably would have turned into zombies. It would have been an absolute catastrophe if that plane were to land. So he had to have sunk it over the ocean. He had to have just shot it down over the ocean, blown it up into smithereens so that there's no survivors. That was what needed to be done in order for the greater good. And if he truly is to follow the ideals of Natalia, which is just to fight for the overall picture and not just for the small short-term upfront image, upfront picture that's right in front of you, then he had to shoot that plane down. And unfortunately, Natalia couldn't get out. I mean, in my head I was thinking all these different scenarios where, if, hey, maybe could you just pop open the window and try and get the decompression to suck you out the window and try and live that way. Isn't there any way you can get out of that airplane? Seems like not. She was absolutely trapped in that cockpit. So she was gonna go down with that plane. That talk between Kiritsugu and Natalia leading up to there was a Stinger missile launcher in that briefcase. When he pulled that thing out and I saw the full thing on screen, I was like, how the heck did you manage to get a hold of that? You can buy anything these days in the black market. So yeah, that talk that he and Natalia had, you know, trying to comfort one another. They were trying to comfort one another, knowing that the end was coming. Like, you could see it. They were just trying to just keep each other happy, just trying to cheer each other up for that inevitable moment where Kiritsugu had to pull the trigger on that Stinger launcher and take out the plane and Natalia with it. That moment there where he raised up the launcher and that OST that was playing in the background, and just and all of the seagulls just circling around him, just all the symbolisms, just everything, the fucking emotions in that scene was just too much. I was borderline, okay, I was fucking borderline. Like, I was holding it in. I was fucking holding it in during that scene. When Kiritsugu, okay, when you fucking Kiritsugu at the end, okay, after he dropped the launcher, the plane was blown to bits. Kiritsugu, he dropped to his knees, and he's like, you see that, Dad? You see that, Shirley? I killed again. I killed somebody that I cared for again. But hey, it's for the greater good, right? He's literally there on the verge of, he was about to break, trying to just talk himself out of it, just trying to comfort himself, he's just trying to make himself accept that what he was doing was right, what he was doing was for the greater good. Even though he yet again had to kill somebody he loved, he ultimately helped save the world and save more people from the potential horrors than those that had already lost their lives in the tragedy. After that, Kiritsugu just absolutely broke down and was just like, just life, fuck life, just stop screwing with me. You gotta be joking. This is what it means to be a savior. This is what it means, okay, to help rid the world of evil. Fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. And then the moment Kiritsugu just broke down, his fucking angry, I couldn't, at that moment, it just surged. It just literally surged out of me. Okay, it literally surged out of me. I couldn't, I thought I could hold it back, but man, it came out of nowhere. It just blindsided me, my own tears. Props to that voice actor for that performance, man. You really sold it. I haven't cried like that in a while. I tear up every now and again, but I haven't physically cried. I haven't cried where my body, where my mouth would actually start, you know, trembling, and I'd be making the making you know, those reflexive you know, motions of what you do when you cry. It's been a very long time. Man, Kiritsugu definitely tipped me over the edge. When he absolutely lost it at the end, I lost it as well. Ah, man. Kiritsugu is just such... So far, this guy, he's just such a tragic character. Just... nothing's going on. Nothing's going his way, this guy. I can see now why he's just so cold and ruthless in the present day. I mean, just look at how much this guy has gone through. He's literally lost everybody that he cared about. Every last person he had... every last person except for Shirley. Well, essentially, he had to be the one to have been at that decision-making point, to have taken the life of everyone that he cared about, except for Shirley. I can't imagine what this guy goes through. It's too much. Oh, right. It didn't fucking help afterwards. That OST, okay, was bad enough as it was, and then you had to follow up with that ending song. That ending song is... actually, now that I can't, it's a different ending song. It's actually, I was so busy preoccupied with everything else that I didn't realize the last two episodes, it had a new ending song. Probably from the same artist that sung the ending so far for season 2. But yeah, it's a different ending song, and man, is it depressing. It's so depressing. So fucking depressing. And the next episode, the title drop, The Return of Assassin. Excuse me? Oh, I'm done with fucking Fate Zero for today, guys. I'm not watching anymore, okay? I just got done watching 16 and 17 a day and a half ago, and now you give me 18 and 19 today, and this is what I had to watch. How many episodes are there left? 6 episodes left. If it just keeps going downhill from here in terms of just depression and grim and sadness, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this alive. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this alive, guys. So yeah, that's all of my thoughts for episode 19 of Fate Zero, guys. Man, it really hit me in the feels at the end. If you've enjoyed my reaction, guys, okay, leave a like down below, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts about this episode and about GOOOO and about, you know, where I'm up to currently, and just drop me a message and I'll have a read and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, then like, comment, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell icon so that you always be kept up to date with all the latest posts and uploads from me here on YouTube. Do the same thing for my other 2 YouTube channels. Links are given in the video description down below. Join my Discord server, guys. It's awfully lonely in here at the moment. I would like more of you hardcore anime fans, okay, to come join me. Join this community and just hang out with me, okay? Have a chat. I'm a very fucking lonely and now after this episode, a very, very depressed, sad human being. And I would just like some friends, okay, to just, you know, talk about anime and games with. There's very few people in life right now that I can do that with. So I'd like to meet some of you guys. If any of you out there are seeking a new anime and video game friend, I'm open. I'm open. You know, my Discord's always open. Just click that link down there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time for episode 20. All right. Until then, I'll catch you later.